The time I was almost detained at the border and didn't make it back for work the next day, and all hell almost broke loose. Hey guys, so this isn't the video that I was planning for today, but this video, it's a story time, and I haven't done one in a while, and I need to make myself feel better. I went to the doctor today and found out more info about my hips. Nothing horrible, but just, they're gonna be not so great for a while. So, as a way of cheering myself up, and because I think this is hilarious, I am gonna tell you the story about what are we gonna call this? The time I was almost detained at the border? Possibly, yeah, we'll just call it that. The time I was almost detained at the border and didn't make it back for work the next day, and all hell almost broke loose. This was a couple of years ago, and I was going to the States with a friend of mine, who shall remain nameless. And we had a great time, but this was the first time that we were going to go down by ourselves. We were, I think, like 21 and 22 at the time. So we weren't young, but we'd just never done this before. So when we went to, going there, I prepped my friend beyond an inch of her life, really. You know, I'm a communications person, graphic designer, just all around creative, if people didn't know. And as a communications person, I know the different questions they're gonna ask, and I know how to answer them, and I was just prepping her. Okay, what would you say? Kind of like an interview. What would you say if they asked you this? What would you say if they asked you that? Don't say this. Do say that. And we got through, no problem. Did our thing, had our fun, across the border in South Dakota? Yeah, South Dakota. And then it's time to go home, and it was later, I had thought we'd be home by 6. We were home by 11, because somebody wanted to go shopping forever, and my feet were hurting. But anyway, that's a whole other story. So we get the car packed up, we get everything together, and I don't feel the need to talk to her and say again what I had just said not even 2 days prior. Okay, watch out for this, don't say that. And the only reason I was prepping her and she wasn't prepping me is because she was doing all the driving. So, they're going to ask her before me anyway. I was prepared for them to ask me, but I knew that she needed a little more help. She was just nervous about it, and I understand that. So, we get up to the border, and they say things like, oh, what were you guys down there for? Oh, we were just going on a bit of a vacation. Okay, so that went well. And then it was and then she said something like, oh, I have to get home for work tomorrow. Oh, what do you happen to do? Well, I kind of do this. I'm not going to tell you what she does, because that doesn't really matter, and I don't know how comfortable she'd be with that. So then they asked me, and what do you do? And I say, oh, I'm a communications assistant. Okay, very much on the top of my game, on the tip of my tongue, very much there. So they go on, okay, do you have any alcohol or anything on board? No, just what we got at the duty free. They're like, which is? And she's like, oh, friend, and she like goes back into, like, it was right behind her seat, back behind her seat, and tries to pull it out. They're like, no, no, no. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, now we're displaying alcohol. We're like breaking so many laws, because, you know, alcohol can't be like displayed in public, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm kind of dying, but I'm not dying yet, right? Then they say, oh, so whose car is this? Because they realized that she was driving her sister's car. Or she had said, I forget how this went. Either she had said that it was her sister's car, or they realized it was her sister's car. And, well, where is your sister? Oh, well, she came down too, but they should be back by now. We were both doing our own different things, and it's like, just give one answer, please. Please, just one sentence, one answer, that's it. But I can't really say anything, because I'm passenger, they're not talking to me, and I'm not going to get into, like, a fight with her while I'm trying to remain calm here. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to call my mom from the, border crossing and say, I've been detained. Oh, how mad is she gonna be now? Because she's gonna be mad. Like, you've got to realize, she's gonna be, like, absolutely horrendously mad. So, then they asked something like, oh, and what is this? Pointing to my walker that was in the back seat. And I said to my friend prior to this, I said, if they ask about the walker, I'll deal with the walker. You don't deal with the walker. I will talk to them about my walker. So she says, oh, that's hers. It's her walker. And I looked at him dead in the eye and I said, it's my walker. I have cerebral palsy. I use it to get around. And he said, oh, okay. Did you buy it here in the States? No, I didn't. Okay. So I think there was one more question. And then he was like, okay, girls, welcome home. And as we cross the border and we're just out of earshot of this guy, my friend is saying, oh, that wasn't so hard. And I remember saying, just drive, just drive, just drive. And I'm not mad at my friend. I think it was just hilarious at the time because, like, it's just inexperience, I'm sure. But, it was, girl. Oh. I haven't been back to the States since with that friend, or since. Not because of that scenario, but just because I haven't been able to get back. But I quite honestly believe that if I wasn't so put together and very, very just straight with my answers and like appeared like I knew what I was talking about, we would have been detained. I also think that maybe they took pity on us because here I had a disability. But who knows? I'm just glad that I'm back in my country and I didn't have to spend like the night or several hours at a border crossing checkpoint stop. But anyway, that is the video for today, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.